Right, look, guys, watching Geeks Everyone today. We're talking about Fear of the Walking Dead Series 6, episode 5 to 8. First time watching and reviewing, I guess. Wow. These were, episode 5 and 6 were kind of a slow burn for me, but 7 and 8 definitely picked up the pace. And definitely episode 8 was like, wow, what they did there. So, yeah, I was struggling at the beginning. Obviously, we had our characters basically ready to make their attack on the big bad of the series, that woman, of course. And then we have Morgan trying to convince them not to do it. And obviously, it's not time yet to do so. And then we also have our main character who's got the disfigurement from Negan. That guy. Yeah, him and his girl are literally having a debate on how to do things, and basically the decision of do they attack or don't they, and they kind of don't, and it's pretty much it. It's naff. It's kind of like we got different debate on when to do it, when not to, who's right to do it and who's not. It's kind of a bit boring, and I just was not invested at all with it, to be fair. We had a lot of other stuff going on, and we had obviously that mine and the graffiti of, like, I guess a small resolution against our main baddie of the series. At her, like, she's trying to figure out who's put the graffiti up and who did the explosion. It was done on purpose, and that, trying to question that also leaves her with one of our main characters and her being bit by a zombie, so her arm has to get chopped off. So that's kind of a big thing that happens to her in a way. But yeah, like I said, episode 5 and 6 for me just felt very boring, very slow, and I just wasn't interested with what they were going. But episode 7 definitely had a U-turn on where we were going and picked up the pace of the series. But episode 8, wow. So our characters basically have known, they now know that Morgan's alive. Episode 7 kind of with Victor, the boat person, as I like to call him throughout all this series. His arc of kind of turning dark and a different way of doing things to our main characters. Him turning dark, I feel like they're going down that path quite a lot, and they're heavily hitting that home. And I'm seeing it, and the change in him is quite interesting where they can go with this. I'm interested to see what they do. But yeah, that was something from episode 7 I found really interesting. Obviously, we have our main character, the big bad of the series, her sister, basically with our main characters. And she's been helping our main characters quite a lot throughout the series. However, this twist with episode 8, with basically her killing that John character, and he was really like, his girl was not leaving. They wanted to leave together and they didn't do it because they can help more people. He just felt trapped and he wanted to end it, and Morgan kind of stopped him from ending it, sort of thing, and kept trying to pull him on track. But he found out information of what our main bad of the series, her sister, did. So her little sister, this like kid that we've known to been helping us this whole time, she kills John. She shoots in him. I just literally went, what? What the hell? Because obviously she killed one of the marshals for her sister, and she doesn't want anyone knowing that she kind of did that. She has the same knife, so they kind of knew who did it. And then when Morgan is like, "Where's John? Where's John?" and then he sees the knife, he picks up on that as well. So it's interesting where we've gone in this dark U-turn with our main bad sister. She's suddenly becoming the main bad himself, and that's interesting. And we have something quite interesting I've noticed now, and I haven't really been picking up notice with this recently, is the title sequence seems to have different things throughout. And this time around, it had John on the bridge, and it looked like, obviously, what we've got this bridge here, what I've got of Rick on the bridge and taking out zombies. They did like a sort of parallel with that in the title sequence, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. There's a silhouette of like John doing that with the bridge, and I was like, oh, is this his final episode, is it? I don't know. And then I completely forgot about it, and then when John gets shot, I'm like, oh, it is his final story. So yeah, when he was suddenly Morgan was keeping on track, he suddenly decided not to kill himself and literally he felt like his death would have meaning. He needs to take out the sister, he needs to do this, he does that. And as soon as he finds that information, that sister kills him, shoots him, he falls to the water. But then he starts moving, he's like, there's still time. And you think, oh, maybe he's not dead then. But by the time he gets to our main characters, he's a zombie, and you're just like, oh man, the gut-punching stuff. But also, the interesting thing as well, when she shot him, he was doing a speech, and it was just like a music was building up, and as soon as she shot him, the music just stopped, and it was like, whoa, and I thought that worked quite well. I think they did well with that. I also liked her, Morgan and John on the car fighting scene. That was kind of cool, and that character did help Morgan so much. So it's quite upsetting to see Morgan's lose that. And then just seeing him as a zombie just sucked, man. It's a gut punch, because I did like that character. There's not many characters I like in Fear of the Walking Dead, but I did like John's character. So that sucks. And also notice I'm remembering his name, because they did say it a few times, so it clicked in finally. As well as I always said, the boat person, I think is called Victor, which I finally picked up on. So I'm starting to slowly, but it's a bit too late, really picking up these characters' names, because yet again, there's so many characters here and that I still don't know the names of. But yeah, there's some stuff that I picked out from this that I really enjoyed. But yeah, because we're ranking episode 5 to 8, 2 being 1 being alright, and episode 8 was really good, I'm going to have to just bump this to a 6. So 6 out of 10, better than average these episodes were. 6 out of 10 for Series 6, I guess you could say. Yeah, we're going to continue on with episode 9 and onwards of Series 6, so stay tuned for that next week. But this is really my quick opinions on these episodes and what it made me feel. Obviously, it's my first time watching, so, I have no clue where we go next with episode 9, but obviously the sister did that to John, and that's going to have some repercussions. We also have the fight, the inevitable war they keep mentioning between the people and our main characters, and the deals that have been struck to make our characters kind of be together again, which we finally had some mini reunions lately. We obviously that guy in the wheelchair and the person that wants to make the beer, the woman, I don't know her name. So that was nice to have their little mini reunion as well. But yeah, let's go. Episode 9, what do we see? What we get next, I don't know. We'll have to continue and see where that goes. But that's my thoughts and opinions, guys, on Fear of the Walking Dead, episode 5 to 8 of Fear of the Walking Dead. Of course, we'll do Marvel, Doctor Who, Rick and Morty, Star Wars, Chucky, you name it. We're supposed to be for a geek. Let me say join and subscribe. See you guys in another video soon. Have a nice day.